Hey, so I got this request for information on the stuff that I use to can with, and it came from one of my Patreons, and when the Patreons ask, they receive. Let's get into it. All right, let's make this quick. Obviously, thank you to my Patreons for making these videos possible. Patrons ask, they receive. Let's go ahead and spin this camera around. So here we are in my kitchen. Kitchen. All right, so this is where I've been keeping my my canning supplies lately because I don't want to take it anywhere else. This is my water bathing canner. The important thing is to make sure that it has that rack that you can remove, and then you have a lid that you can put on it. I picked that up at Walmart. We'll go over the prices here in a second. And then obviously this is my pressure canner. This is a 23-quart induction compatible canner. It has a stainless steel plate on the bottom of it that works on induction stoves. So we're going to go over that here pretty quickly. Obviously, I'll have links down below explaining all these things. And let's go ahead and go to the desktop so we can see what we're talking about. All right, so first let's go over what I've got. On the screen now is exactly what I bought. I bought it from Walmart. It's 21.5 quart water bath canner. Some people can without a lid. Some people can with a lid, but I recommend that you have a lid. That way you'll have less vapor loss, and thus you won't have to keep refilling it to keep the cans submerged. As you can see, it's only $24.97. This does work for me. If you want to buy it off of Amazon, be prepared. It's a little bit more expensive. This is the exact same one. If we go to where are we at here? If we go to buying options, you'll see that it's $46 for the same exact thing made by the same exact company. So I do recommend that if you are going to buy this, and it's nice to have both because you can technically water can inside of a pressure canner. It's just that the lid will not seal as well, you know, because you clearly don't want to start pressure canning your cans. That's no bueno. The next thing is this is actually my pressure canner. It's currently 11% off, which is not bad. I did pay through the nose for this thing. And the reason I did was because it's induction compatible. It's got a stainless steel bottom on it. That way I can use it on an induction stovetop. This is the one that I actually have. I'll put a link down below for you guys. And then we'll talk about each one of these different things in a little bit more depth. But this is not rocket science. So let's go ahead and move on. I was also able to find this one. It's also made by Presso. So this is basically the same thing that I have, except it doesn't have the stainless steel plate on the bottom of it. It's 23 quarts. It has a couple of doodads that you may or may not have, but it's also about $10 cheaper. It is on Amazon Prime right now, and there is a little bit of savings on it, so you might want to take a look at this as well if you don't need the induction capability. And lastly, I had asked whether they should buy an AllAmerican. Now listen, if you've got the money to buy an AllAmerican, then that's what you can do. They're probably top of the line. They're probably best on the market. They are truly solid pieces of engineering that will get the job done. There's no question about it. And they'll likely last a very, if not long time, if not a lifetime. I've heard of people that are still using their great-grandmother's AllAmerican pressure canners. Some of the things that I would think about, though, is the gauges on these things. Now, you have the same problem with the gauge on an AllAmerican pressure canner as you do on any other pressure canner. These gauges are not exact. In fact, sometimes they're completely wrong. Right out of the package, they can be broken. So if that's a concern of yours, then you definitely want to have the tumbler pressure gauge or the spinner pressure gauge, little thing that pops on the top. Okay, so I've got links down below for all of those different things. I would recommend that you just pick up one of those $24 water bath canning kits from Walmart. It's super cheap. It's going to work every single time, and it's basically the same thing that your grandma used. As far as pressure canners, I'm really happy with my Presto. There are others out there on the market that you could go after that are higher quality. Just be aware that for the most part, you've got pressure. You've got a pressure gauge that is supposed to wobble on some of them, Most of them that have a modern pressure gauge in PSI will not have one of those, and that is simply a pressure cap that covers your steam vent. But you can also put pressure weights on the Presto if you would like, just to have a backup, to see that if that weight is moving around, that you do have the appropriate pressure based off of your weight. And obviously the weights are set for 10 or 15 PSI. That without getting into it. Now, hopefully this helped you out. And yeah, let me know if you got any questions. And if anybody's got any comments, put them down in the comments and let us know what you think. And I think that's all I wanted to say.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.